it on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and in the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. You just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. You just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Get him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
5 more yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Check back. Mike 5-4. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Smith on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll drop here to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
7-yard pickup.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tanyan, 36 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go on.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action. Cousins. the 40. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 46 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
This will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
The Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shamar Stephen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Christian Kirksey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Cousins now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Darnell Savage on the tackle.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And 2 at the 29-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a Packer first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So that one will be accepted. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. That's caught for the Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
First down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip some more.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To the air again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Turnover.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this to Lazard.
Rodgers.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, now Rodgers. The crossing route complete. It's Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
But it brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, listen to things a little bit wrong. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
6-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
On first down, Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage.
And it's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute before.
Well, any thoughts debates about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this...
This is Dev Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
the ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yeah, let's get set.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a big...
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Yeah, we here.